Ninja Online, guys, welcome back to 60 Seconds. This is Chapter 6. When we last left off, we had a really close game. We almost won it. I feel like we almost won it, and I mean, it depends how you feel about that. Technically, that was an ending. I mean, we didn't die, so you have to think that's kind of a win, right? Let's go back on easy again, though. I don't know how to feel if that was a win or not. I mean, really, I'll do this one more on this one more. That was grammatically correct, rather. I'll do one more on easy, and then we'll probably jump on to normal, regardless if I win this one or not. I feel like that last one was, you know, decent enough. I feel like I could call that a win. Wasn't an ideal win, but I feel like it was a win. It's been a while. It's been a few days. See if I remember everything. There's a lock there I don't really want. Gas mask in the hallway, flashlight. First room to my left, there's the gun there. We got... I think I'm gonna start in this room. Next we'll grab him, Matt. Go for the wife. I should really grab that radio. Let's grab the daughter, even though she weighs a fuck ton. Not really what I wanted, but sure, let's take the harmonica. Let's take that radio just to be safe. I feel like the gun is a good option. I feel like a med kit would probably be good. If I can run to the med kit and run back, I'll do that. Flashlight, fuck. I'm gonna run out of time here. Fuck, I didn't make it. Oh my god, that sucks. One more second, I would have made it. That's shitty. One more second, I would have made that. That's alright. That's the first time that's happened. The end. We made it to day 0. They're all sitting down there without me like, you perished. They survived 1. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the video here. No, I'm kidding. You imagine, though. Alright, let's try that again. It's just hard because, like, what do you grab and what don't you grab? You know what I mean? Like, I almost want to say fuck it to the family, but at the same time, I mean, then they're expendable, right? I mean, I'll have more people to send out on trips and shit. Like, I feel like if I just leave, fuck, what's your name? I can't even remember her name right now. It's been a few days since I played, but I feel if I leave the daughter, it would be bittersweet. Okay. So what I'm going to first grab is the med kit, the gas mask, and the sun. Or sun, rather, I should say. Okay. Med kit's 2 hands. So I'll grab the med kit and our sun. I'll grab her and the gas mask. I didn't really do a whole lot of exploration, but I did take note of a few things. In case you guys were wondering. Need that book too. Well, I don't need it, but I want it. Flashlight's over there. I should grab the flashlight. Don't really need the map, but I will take it. I'll take the lock too, because it's right there. Didn't really grab a whole lot of water or food, so hopefully there's a fair bit of that in the shelter. I'm not going to get left behind this time, but it was close. It was close. I was like 1 second away. Oh my god. I wanted those cards, though. Did I grab a radio? Yeah, I grabbed the radio. So I grabbed the radio with our son, I think. This looks promising. I think we have a good chance of winning this one. Day 1. Looks like we found bug spray and a can of soup down here with us. Also got a helpful tip. I can just click on the icon here to auto take care of them. Which I knew about, but I forgot. Because like I said, I've seen videos on this game before, but it's been months since I've seen the videos, so. That one's good, right? Yeah, that one's good. Enough of this plain, tasteless water. Dolores is really craving a cup of coffee. Real, true blue American coffee, okay then? The kind that you can drink 5 cups and still feel sleepy. But where are we going to find that in this wasteland? Well, Dolores' favorite diner is, used to be, a few blocks away. Fuck that. I ain't gonna run out to some diner that's probably blown up and raided just for a cup of coffee. Everyone's thirsty. Let's go ahead and divvy out some water, I guess. Good news, everyone. The government just announced that there will be dropping crates filled with supplies in the area. Finally, they are useful for something. We should head out to go or grab those crates as soon as possible. Grabbing some protection gear might not be a bad idea. I think that's a good idea. I'm down for that. And the gas mask is broken, of course. That lasted a lot. Did we get anything? We got 2 bottles of water, 2 cans of soup. So, I mean, I don't want to say it was worth the trade, but it's hard to keep track of time down here. We can't tell if it's night or day. Our sleeping patterns are messed up. These terrible light bulbs are not helping. Too bad we can't replace them. There has to be something else we can do about this. Overdose on ibuprofen, you know. Our first aid kit was well stocked with a variety of medical supplies, including a pack of sleeping pills, of course. You know, some NyQuil, some sleeping pills. It's all the same. We never thought we would use them, but in these conditions, it's the right thing to do. Also, it was a nice change from our usual diet of tomato soup. We're all rested now. We can enjoy our time in the shelter. Or can we? Everyone's good. It's good to hear. It's crack-a-lackin'. Everybody's thirsty, eh? Go ahead and pass out these waters. We're not alone. There's a huge hairy bunny beast that seems to be hiding in one of the pipes. It's been poking its head out and eyeing our measly food stash. We can't let it get to it. We can't let it be in here when we sleep. Take the old fire axe to the Easter bunny over there. Some rabbit for dinner, no big deal. Cans are safe for now, but everyone's hungry, of course. We got a shit ton of cans. Let's get ready to head out. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. So if only we had a chance to tune in some emergency radio broadcasts and learn a thing or two. I'm all fucking scatterbrain right now, apparently. Tongue-tied and everything. I just can't read. Heavily dyslexic at the moment. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout side has mostly gone. Should be much safer to travel on the surface now. That was good to hear, considering my gas mask is kaplooey. I didn't even check to see. Yeah, everyone's good. You could take the map. That way you don't get lost, Timmy. Timmy by far is like the real MVP in my runs. He gets shit done. Everyone's thirsty by the sounds of things. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it in our own, the escaping part, not the running part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep an eye and ears open. Here we go. We knew it. The government has not fallen. And they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in the radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days and told us to wait further instructions. In the meantime, everyone is good here. We decided to peek outside for just a minute to see if the store around the corner was still standing. When we were able to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness and a pair of ferocious eyes appear a few feet away. We only had moments to decide what to do. Let's just come back inside. I think it's the dog. But I ain't trying to get mauled. Day 11. Yeah, everyone's good so far. Nothing exciting happening on day 11, of course. Day 12. Everyone's thirsty. Alert! There is a gang of firefighters outside. Or at least they are dressed like ones. They've been banging on the door, ordering us to surrender all of our supplies. They claim they will drive us out with fire if we don't comply. Guess the definition of a firefighter has somewhat changed recently. How do we oppose them? Really, how are they gonna drag us out with fire? I want to see how this goes. Hey, made it back in here with getting killed, so whoopee to you, Ted. Fuck, I was gonna say Timmy. First I was gonna say Ted, but Mary Jane was knocked out when the fighting moved into the shelter. She says all she has is a little headache, but we should keep an eye on her. Timmy made it back with the map intact. Right on, Timmy. He found us 2 cans of soup, some bullets. Everyone's hungry. Yeah, everyone's hungry. I would love to heal you, Mary Jane. Ring, ring. There we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again, when suddenly a phone starts ringing from outside. Somewhere outside. We figured it's the phone booth across the street. Send Mary Jane over. Day 14. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Timmy is very hungry, and everyone else is okay. Jane, Timmy. What's my stockpile like? Yeah, I really should have. We stumbled upon the remains of abandoned shantytown. Someone or something tore it down. Incidentally, amidst the rubble, we found a cat licking its paws nonchalantly. I do not want that cat, because it fucked me over last game. Before I knew her, I had like 20 cats here. Mary Jane's hungry. Timmy's hungry and thirsty. Loris is thirsty. Ted is thirsty. Mary Jane's just hungry. Send Mary Jane out. Day 16. Sent her with the map. Hopefully she finds water soon. Looks like everyone's good. Right on, right on. So far, so good, I would say. I mean, we haven't really run into that many problems yet. Yep, same old. Day 18 in the bunker. We haven't heard anything from the army yet, or the military, which is kind of disheartening. Timmy's thirsty, Dolores is thirsty, Ted is thirsty. No, I don't want that fucking bag, because it's the cat. This cat's really trying to get in here. Hey, she came back. Hey, she found water too, right on. Came back with the map intact. She found 2 cans of soup and 2 bottles of water. She's hungry. So is Dolores and Ted. We got soup for days, oh my god. What about our water situation? Yeah. Prep another trip. Today, an army broadcaster interrupted our, let's just call it breakfast. Anyways, they seemed very eager to evacuate us away from here. But but then went over several things that needed to happen before they do it. The first item on the list is up to us. We were given geographical coordinates and need to get to there to leave a sign we're still alive. This should be easy with a map. I really can't read today, Jesus. Picked the wrong game to play, that's for sure. Day 20. Quick glance at the map gave us all the information we required. We left them a message in a bottle. Mary Jane is hungry. That's it. Mary Jane. Alright, Dolores, you're up next. We'll send you out with the map. Ted will stay home with the kids. Mary Jane is hungry and thirsty. Timmy is hungry and thirsty. Ted is thirsty. Timmy got back to the shelter from his expedition and looked fine, but it turned out he had hurt his hand on a piece of rusty metal and the wound was infected. It doesn't look like it's healing up. We have to patch it. Well, let's amputate. Take the old hand axe, Jimmy's hand, or Jimmy, fuck. Keep doing that, Timmy's hand. Timmy was very brave about the idea of cleaning up his wound with a heated axe blade. It was a bit painful, but it was soon over. The axe is in no shape to be used again, but Timmy seems much better. Everyone else is okay though, which is good. Hey. We decided to act out our scenes. No, I don't really care about that. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is they probably scared off any rats in the area. The bad news is they're huge and will probably attack us when they get a chance. Let's use that bug spray, Lynn. I don't know what the fucking Boy Scout group would do. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us out into the wasteland. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches? Yikes. Now I want to play Fallout. Dolores came back with the map intact. Right on, guys. You're all doing great right now. She found 2 bottles of water, ooh, a med kit, and a new gas mask. Look at that. And a fucking, oh my god, Dolores is the real MVP. What have I been doing this entire time? Fucking wasting my time on Timmy here. Mary Jane is thirsty. Timmy is thirsty. Dolores is hungry. Ted is thirsty. Let's go ahead and heal up Mary Jane there. The young man knocked on our door today asking for help. He said he has been watching us for a while and he believes we're good and decent people. Although he hoped we would meet in different circumstances, he could really use our help now. The mission is rescuing his twin sister who was missing while trying to infiltrate a nearby bandit camp. He promises it'll be worth our while. Let's send Timmy out, I guess. And before Timmy catches a bullet. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. We found the girl, threw her weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. It's a crazy, small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us again soon. Mary Jane's all fixed up now, and everything is good except for Ted. He's a little hungry. Go ahead and start that expedition. I think the military just low-key forgot about us. Day 26, people, where are you? Dolores is hungry and thirsty. On there. Let's go ahead and send Timmy out, of course. We'll send him out with the map. Day 27. Mary Jane is quite hungry and thirsty. Okay. Mary Jane is hungry and thirsty. Ted is thirsty. boredom and silence are overwhelming. Too bad we don't have a TV to keep us occupied, but maybe we could take advantage of some of our supplies and pretend they're props on a movie set. I'm not playing around with a fucking fire axe. Nice try, guys. Y'all can die of boredom before I do that shit. That's how someone loses an arm. Ted and Mary Jane seem let down, but you know what? They're still alive. Everyone's good. It's day 28. No word from the military. Our supplies are steady. There we go. It's about time. Dolores is thirsty. Take care of Dolores there. We received another army transmission this morning. We wish it would mark the end of our stay in the shelter, but it seems the military has other plans. All survivors in the area were asked to head to the nearby park and chop down as many trees as possible to aid the evacuation effort, whatever that means. We may as well join in and speed this whole affair up. Roger Wilco. Looks like our axe broke, but you know what? We probably got some good stuff done. Yeah. Mary Jane is thirsty. Ted is thirsty. It's become more and more difficult to breathe in the shelter over the last couple of hours. We suspect there is something wrong with the ventilation. Maybe it got stuck somehow, but how? We need to investigate it or we might suffocate. I think the first time I ever had this event, I think I used the Boy Scout book. Let's use the flashlight. I think there's someone at the door. The obvious thing to do when a vent is blocked is check what's blocking it. However, when you shine your flashlight on a hive of mutated insects, things usually go from bad to worse. The angry hive is gone, but the insects did some biting before they fled. Of course they did. Ted's hungry. And he got hurt, but I can't really help him. During our latest expedition, we ran into a smelly man in torn up clothes. We recognized him as an old bum named Jim, who used to roam the streets of our town before the bomb fell. Now he roams the wasteland, and it looks like he followed us home. Now he's banging on our door, asking if we want to buy a rock. Well, do we? Not really, no. I don't give a fuck about your rock. We did the only reasonable thing in this situation, which is to shout really loud that nobody is home. The old man soon left and didn't bother us anymore. Dolores is hungry and thirsty. Okay. We didn't think we would get a chance to increase our food supply by simply playing a card game, but that's what we were offered by a man who knocked on our door today. 2 cans of food, we win, and we get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. Are we going to do it? I got cans to spare. Let's go ahead and do it. Hey, Timmy's back. Haha, Lady Luck has smiled on us. We won a vicious game of war. The man wasn't too happy about it, but we delivered on his promise. I actually hate the game War. I used to like it when I was younger, but I just found out, like, the more I played it, it's a long game, and I just hate it. It's always drawn out, and it's just ironic that to say War is drawn out, but... Anyways, though, the map came back intact, so that's cool. He found 1 can of soup and 1 bottle of water. Let me down here, Timmy. Mary Jane is quite hungry and thirsty. Timmy is, hungry. Sorry, I had to yawn there. I knew it was coming. I was just waiting for it. Okay, so... Mary Jane is hungry and thirsty. Timmy is hungry. Ted is thirsty. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened it we found a suitcase on the doorstep. Nope, I've fallen for that trick one too many times. Timmy's hungry. I can do that. Alright, Dolores, your time to shine again. Timmy is hungry and thirsty. Twins are back and they need our help again. The group is getting pretty big and it's time to start building a small camp of their own. They already chose a place and we're about to start, but a lot of their people got injured in a recent raider attack. They're asking for meds so they can nurse their group back to help and get to work as fast as possible. Unfortunately, I actually don't have any meds to give. Okay, 36. If only we could help them, we most definitely would. We understand and admire their plan to build a camp, but sadly, they will have to find help somewhere else. Mary Jane is thirsty. Ted is thirsty. You would expect the post-apocalypse to be a time of peace and quiet, since, you know, most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet, here we have someone at the door. When we opened it, we encountered a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asked us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What the hell is that? That, my friends, is a reference to Fallout, if you didn't get that. It's hilarious. Visitor wasn't very happy that we didn't have a water chip or that we didn't know what that one was. That was weirded wordly. Wordedly. It was worded weirdly. There we go. It took me like a fucking minute to figure that out. Oh my god. I really am on some shit right now. He did help himself to the water we offered him and explained the chip is of utmost importance. Before we learned anything more, he left for the wasteland. Ted is hungry. Take care of Ted. We discussed everything we could and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. No. I don't want to fuck around and break the radio. I need that shit. Ted's looking pretty bad here. If I don't find some meds soon for him, I think we're fucked. As in, we'll be losing hella quick. Timmy is thirsty. Let's get him some water there. Almost out of water, too. No. Probably that same bag with a cat in it. And although I have the food to spare, I really just don't want to fuck around with that. Mary Jane is quite hungry. She's hungry and thirsty. Great. Ted's thirsty. Ted's gonna have to get the water. Here we go. A stranger pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of goods stopped by today. He claimed he's a trader looking to barter for items he requires. Fuck. I really don't want to give up that flashlight, but let's give out the Boy Scout book. Give up the Boy Scout book, rather. Because I need that water. I also need Dolores to come back with a med kit, please. After making the trade, the man packed his things into the wheelbarrow and departed. Before leaving, he uttered something about bandit activity nearby and how dangerous the area is. Mary Jane is thirsty. Some water. Wasteland is full of surprises, like the man on the other side of the door, knocking and claiming that he's willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. Shall we trade? Yes, because I need something. 41. Son of a bitch, no medkit. Well, it looks like we're gonna lose pretty soon here. We got some food. Looks like the map got injured though. And it looks like she actually didn't find a single goddamn thing. That sucks. Timmy's hungry and thirsty. Dolores is hungry. It's been a while, but there was another message from the military on the radio. They want us to send one person out to meet them. Sounds like some kind of precaution or trick. We hope we know what we're getting into. Who should we send? Let's send Mary Jane. Fuck her. She dies, she dies. Day 42. We managed to make it to the meeting in time. We tried our best to answer the questions the soldiers asked us. Let's hope we fulfilled their expectations and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. Dolores is hungry. Ted is thirsty. I need water and medkits bad, man. I have no one that will go. Let's prep it anyways and hope that I make it. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. Heard yells outside? Okay then. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sort, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could, water, food, or medical supplies. I got lots of food. I'm down to help you guys in that department. Day 43, and it looks like they gave us a new map. Nice. Traded a can of soup for a map. To eat. So Dolores is hungry and thirsty. Dolores. Nobody's ready to go out on an adventure yet. Day 44. Mary Jane is thirsty. Timmy's thirsty. Ted is hungry. Almost out of water here. Mary Jane's almost ready to go. Which is good because we need it. Ted is really thirsty. Let's get him some water then. Send Mary Jane out with the map. See if she has any luck. Day 46. Dolores is thirsty. It's our last drop of water. Can you believe that? Everyone needs medkits. So do I. Day 47. Medical supplies are in short supply, apparently. As redundant as that sentence is. Timmy's hungry and thirsty, but I can't do anything about that. Looks like, I lost my train of thought. Looks like Ted's nearing his end here. What's that sound? Oh no, something or someone is below us. It's only reasonable to go and check it out. How about using that manhole in the corner? Might as well. Nice. Who would have guessed it has a secret wine cellar under our house? Thanks to our trusty flashlight, we were able to hunt down some remaining bottles. The contents tasted more like water than wine, but as long as it's liquid, we're happy. Timmy is thirsty. Dolores is hungry. Ted is thirsty. Nothing I can do about the trash can. Oh god, here we go. It's starting. Mutant cockroach. Radroach, rather. Bunch of them. Oh my, that thing is huge, and there goes another one. Roaches everywhere. We're doomed. We already feel all dirty. In before they kill us. Or force us out, one of the two. Dolores is thirsty. There's some water there. Day 50. It's been a while. It's fucking been a long while. That's hungry. Open in the name of freedom came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people probably armed. Anyone who intrudes themselves like this is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? Let's do it, because I know Ted's gonna die pretty fucking soon here, so... Ted's wounds were too serious to leave untreated. They became infected and took Ted's life, of course. When we peeked outside, we were greeted by a group of high school students. They were well equipped and looked like they could take care of themselves. They questioned us about enemy combatants in the area. We couldn't help them, but they were happy to leave one of their spare axes with us, in case we needed to defend ourselves. When we asked why would they help us, they replied, "It's what Wolverines do." Timmy's thirsty. It's not Timmy, that's Dolores. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing, no. I have tons of food. So my game should have ended here, because Ted is dead. But I guess we're just going to play on. It's fine by me. Mary Jane came back with the map. I would have been pissed if she had a med kit too, because that means she would have found it. She didn't find a single thing, actually. She is hungry. And then Dolores is thirsty. Looks like we're going to run out of supplies here. Oops. What we initially thought was thunder turned out to be heavy knocking on the door. Someone either hates that door or is very determined to have someone answer it. Should we open the door? Let's go ahead and open it. See what it is. It's the end. That's what it is. Oh, there you go. I don't know if it's a good end or a bad end. We've waited a long time for this moment. Words can't express how we felt when we saw those soldiers enter our humble shelter. We're safe. Finally safe. What will tomorrow bring? We don't know, but it's sure going to be better than this. We held out for 53 days. Even with Ted unfortunately passing. That's unfucking believable. I knew we were going to get it sooner or later. I didn't think that was the military. I thought it was just another event. So I was going to say, fuck it, let's just do it. That's good. I'm happy with that, actually. There's a whole list of events here. Ted would have survived a couple more days. He would have been alright. We survived. I would count that as a for sure victory. Survived 53 days, consumed 14 and a quarter bottles of water, 10 and 3/4 cans of soup, made 2 yes decisions, 4 no decisions. Every expedition we took part on was successful. We brought back 14 items. That was pretty damn good. I'd have to say so myself. Yeah. I think that was good. When we come back, we'll kick it up to normal now. I know there's a couple other modes here too. I don't know. I've looked through challenge mode off screen and it just doesn't interest me. And then there's other modes here too. Like scavenge is just the top part there, which we could do a couple runs here and there. And survival is just the bottom part if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But, I mean, Apocalypse is the best of both worlds, right? So I'm probably going to keep playing Apocalypse. I'll probably play on Fat Man there for a little bit, do a couple runs until hopefully I win or get, an ending, and then we'll go from there. Anyways, though, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say, comment down below if it's subscribe, share, it all helps me out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.